Mavino here, and today I will be doing a disassembly of a Toshiba hard drive. And this disassembly is the full disassembly and assembly. That means taking it out, all of the things out, and then putting it back together. So this is legit. I didn't edit anything except for putting the intro and the outro. Nothing. I edited with nothing. Now it may seem um blurry, but that's what, because I got a stupid camera, but it's okay. At least it's still better than nothing, and you can still see this hard drive right here. Okay, so disclaimer, this is like, this might be useful for some people who is gonna work for a data recovery center. So this to give you like a heads up on how to disassemble a hard drive and put it all back together, just to give you a first glimpse of a hard drive inside. uh, so yeah, and this is a Toshiba hard drive, and so yeah, it's a Toshiba hard drive, really. And this hard drive is pretty damn slick. It's a 4200 RPM 40 gigabyte Toshiba hard drive. So it's a MK4025 GAS HDD 2190. So yeah, I'm gonna disassemble this hard drive, and so yeah. Now, first off, I want to tell I am not possible for any data damage or possible data loss that could happen, that could occur in the process of actually disassembling this hard drive. So yeah, I'm not responsible for that. I'm not possible of that fact. I mean, it depends. This is a dead drive. If you want to do it on a working drive, then fine, it's your choice. Anyways, let's get right into this video, guys. So first off, before dismantling the hard drive, you want to turn around. That means underside. On the underside, there may be like a green color or a turquoise or an aquamarine or a blue color chipboard, and it is held down onto the hard drive by some screws right on the side. So you want to take out those screws like so. Hold on. All right, by hopefully you can see. All right, first you need to have a precision screwdriver set. As long as it's a screwdriver set, then you're fine. You want to look for this bit. You want to look for that kind of bit, and you want to open up these screws right here before even dismantling other stuff. So yeah, now just open up the screws here. Some more screws over here. Alright, hopefully you can see it. Alright, and this is the PCB board, the one that powers up your drive, and it's just chips and all that. It's just to power up your drive and to send data through it so that it can go through your store on your drive. So this is your PCB board. Show you. It's an IDE hard drive. That's why you have these pins right here. It's an IDE. Yeah. SATA usually looks different. It's like a L-shaped one, but you can tell right off the back this is an IDE drive, and that's the PCB board. Great. So put that aside, and the screws, and this is an insulation pad. I think this is to avoid moisture from getting into this type of delicate connectors. This is a connector. It leads right into this circle thing, which is actually the motor, and you can see the full thing inside of it when we crank this up. Anyways, now take this insulation pad and put it aside. Alright, once you've done that, next thing you want to go to is this screw right here, that one screw right there. Okay, so you must grab a T6 screw bit. So let me find a T6 screw bit for you guys. Alright, that's not the T6. Alright, okay, so I found a T6. It's something like this. It is a star shape. So what you want to do is insert that in your screwdriver, and then just take this screw out. Now what is this screw for? Is to hold the head mechanism in the hard drive. Is like something like this. It's going somewhere like that, and now put that aside somewhere, and then turn your hard drive over to this side, the case, and now you can go ahead and open up the case. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, right, two more screws left. Alright, now once those are undone from the drive, you wanna see this sticker right here, just at this point right here. Just remember this, just see this point right here, and try feel your fingers under it, and if you feel like there's something under it, stick your screwdriver in, because there is a screw underneath that sticker. So I will show you where is that screw. So there it is, that's the screw. So you want to take that one out by doing the same thing, just open them up. So yeah, that's easy, very easy. And make sure you separate them. See this one, I put this side over here and one side over here. This one is from that one screw under the sticker, because sometimes the length of the base is actually quite different, so it won't fit if you try to put in other screws into there. So yeah, that's why it's very important to separate them. So just keep them aside first, and now we'll get to other things. So now if you find it very hard to open up the tab, what you have to do is take out your T6, no take out your flathead which is something like this. Hopefully you can see it. Hold on. Okay, so and then you want to insert it in, and then over here just pry this case open. Just pry on every side until you can feel like you can get a grip of the case, and then you can lift it up. That will reveal your hard drive. Anyways, put that aside, and now for the grand finale, the hard drive itself. There's the hard drive. Very nice. I'm gonna put back my flat head. And put the T6 back on. And then open up. Now what you want to do here is carefully, with your fingers, move these heads, okay, like this, to this part right here. Okay, so once that is done, we can see there's a little as you can see over there, there's a little white ramp right there, so that it can park the heads. So you want to move the heads to the disk, and then open up this screw right here. It requires a little bit of force, but you will get it out. Now once it is unscrewed, push it towards this side over here. Just slowly push it like that, and then just take it up with your finger. So the tiny little ramp is removed. Put that aside, and now on with the head mechanism. So push back this head to its parking spot where it was before, like that. You see, so at its parking position. Ouch. Open up these two screws right here. This is the chipboard. Over here, this orange thing right here, that is the chipboard to power on the heads, so that I can send data and retrieve data from your platters. Okay, so remove that. Put it aside. So once that is undone, after that you wanna remove this big magnet right there. There's two screws usually holding it, so you wanna remove it distinctively and carefully at the same time, because these hard drives. Okay, so I got one screw out. Alright, so for the next screw, it's the same procedure. Alright, so yeah, both screws are already out. Now you wanna take a flathead screwdriver, flathead screw bit, place it inside, and you want to take out that magnet right there. So you want to stick your screwdriver in between the head discs and the magnet. Just take it up like that and just pry it. Just make sure you pry it. It can be very tricky, and you better be careful right here. Alright, just take it up. Once you feel it's up, and there you go. Alright, so that the magnet is off, and you want to see that there is a white color tab on the magnet. And on this magnet, this is the head stopper. Make sure you keep that, it's very important. It doesn't look important, but it's actually very important. Keep that. And then just put in back your T6 screwdriver bit, the star shape screwdriver bit, and put it aside, and distinctively, very carefully, just lift the orange colored chip out, and you can easily remove the heads out. So here is the head. I can show it to you. And that's the orange color chip. Put that aside. And make sure you have all it in one place, because I love to have it all in one place. Anyways, once that is done, you want to take this out. See this, and this thing is very annoying. That thing right there, yeah, that is the most annoying part in this whole hard drive. This thing and this, I don't know what it actually is, but I don't find it really important in the hard drive mechanism. But just put that aside, and take this other magnet out. This magnet is not as strong as the last magnet, so but you still want to take it out, and make sure to be very carefully. Just try not to touch the disk. This drive is broken, so that's why I can do this. Alright, so remove those two screws that was holding that not very strong magnet. That's the true screws, and put that aside. And this is the not very strong magnet. I can show it to you. So yeah, that's the not very strong magnet. Anyways, now you got that. Now it's time for the disc, and I gotta say, that is one nice looking motor right there. I like that design of that motor. It doesn't look as dull as some Seagate motors. It's a very intimidating look. Alright, so enough with appearance. Let's get on with the hard drive disk. So what you wanna do is you wanna take your shirt and hold down on the motor. Whilst hold down on the motor, turn this screw in the middle of the motor, and then once you feel it's loose, you can free your hand. like that. All right, so I took that screw out too near. Anyways, I took that screw out. So now it's time for the case. Very gently. There is the hard drive case that gives the very intimidating look. Alright, anyways, put that aside, and we will need to remove the spacer with our own fingers, very slowly. Just like that. There is the spacer. You call that the spacer. It's also quite a nonsensible thing to put in a hard drive, but put that aside. And we will be getting to removing the disc, the platters itself. So let's do it. Now you want to grab a paper. So any type of paper you want. I grabbed the photocopy of my FNAF picture. Then I put the disc onto the picture. Just very slowly. Just put the hard drive, and there you go, like that. And that's the case right there with the motor. And that's the disc. So now we're gonna assemble it back again. Now we're taking with our fingers. I'm sure data recovery center have more better tools than just fingers. Okay, and then just put it back likewise. Alright, just like that. Just use your force to put it back. Okay, get rid of the paper if you want to, and then we're gonna put this no and then we're gonna put the spacer. Do the same thing as the disc, just put it like that, and then just bang it a little bit until alright, just like that. Alright, and then put that intimidating looking cover. Alright, just line it up with the holes inside of the motor. and then just put the screw back in, just like that, and then hold down at the motor and then screw back the motor as tight as you can until, yeah, just like that. Now then you wanna put this thing back. I do not know what it exact the not so strong magnet, I think it's the auxiliary magnet, that's what they call it, I don't know. Now put that not so strong magnet back in there, and then just put it back in. Now you want to be careful in this section. That screw went in there. Just distinctively put it back. I need to be focused in this section. Okay, so this screw loves to go there. Yeah, I don't know why these screws love to go to the, you know, edge, which makes them stuck, and I have to do that. And you want to be careful when doing that, because you might risk damaging the disc. That's what I hate about screws on hard drives. Really nonsensical. Hopefully you can see that those actions going on. Yeah. So yeah, this is the not so strong magnet. On, go in. Alright. Alright, so once you get that screw in, just screw in back again. Take the other screw. Screw that back in. Oh god, no. Alright, so what you want to not have happen is the, see, okay, so what you will not want to have happen is these screws flying towards the disc. It's going towards the disc. It drops on here and it goes towards the disc. Later it can actually cause some data damage on the downside of this disc. So yeah, so you don't want that to happen. Now you must screw in the ramp, which was this white color thing, if you remember. You want to screw that in. Likewise, just push it to the edge, and once you get there, just like push it to the edge, and while pushing, okay, so hold it on the edge. While holding it on the edge, just screw it in. The screw will find the hole and it'll lock itself there, so you don't need to worry about that too much. But now we'll need to put the heads back on, which is the actuator arm back on, which is this thing. We wanna put that back on distinctively. Make sure touches the ramp. Alright, so once you feel that is fine, just push on it and then put on this orange color chipboard right there. And while it's like that, you can go ahead and take the two screws, and those two screws are with the rings. I don't know what those rings are for, but maybe a spacer on that chip. Right, and you want to screw those in. Likewise, that other one, just like that. So once that is done, now you gotta screw in the heads. So what you're gonna do is the heads, this actuator arm, you wanna hold down on it. You wanna hold down and flip it over. Okay, just flip it over, and see that hole right there. Take that screw. Remember that big screw that we took out when after taking out the PCB board? Put that screw in there. Oh, and don't want that to happen, or else you can lose screws, which is not good, and it's totally bad of losing this particular screw. See that screw there? All right, and then push it. Just continue pushing it, and then just screw it in. If it can't find it, make sure the heads is at a secure place. Make sure it is on the hole, not moving like that. Make sure it's on the hole like that. You must hear a click, and then turn it over, and put that screw in. Alright, then the screw will be locked in place, and now you can move the heads freely. Alright, now you don't want to do that to a working hard drive, by the way. Anyways, you wanna put in back, and now remember these stupid things right here. You want to put those back in, just like that. Okay, and then that other one, okay, you don't want that to happen, or else you can damage data. It mounts. Okay, this is very annoying right now. Yes, I got it in. Alright, so once you have that in, you can put back that strong magnet. You want to put back that one also, following the shape of the hard drive. It's okay if it's like that, it's okay. You must hear 2 clicks then it's actually okay. So now you want to put in back to the two screws. Put those back in, and over here you want to be really careful to not make the screw, this screw over here, to go on the disk, or else it can damage your data. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to see this white thing over here. You want to put that inside here. Alright, just if you have fingers, just push it in there. That's to actually the hard drive stop, the head stopper. If I don't have that, the heads will actually go up to here. So yeah, anyways, the hard drive is now intact, and yeah, the hard drive is intact. So now is the grand finale of putting back the case. Yes, we're done. We're done with disassembling and assembling. So put the head screw first, then followed by the other screws. Put back all the screws, and yeah, I'd say in the process of this hard drive, removing thingy, I have actually done it many times. I done this countless times. I seriously don't know whether this drive is going, even if it powers up, because this drive has some problems starting up. I'm guessing it's the PCB, and this screw sometimes just don't, they're very stubborn. Even the screws on the case is more stubborn than the screws inside of the drive. Just push it in, just like that. Alright, now time for the other screws. Right, and then just put this one back in, the last screw for the case. Alright, turn the hard drive over, and we can now put back the insulation pad, which is this white thing, this white pad right here. Now just put it back according to its shape. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's all secure. Alright, so now you wanna put all of these back, and you wanna grab your JISO screwdriver bit, which again, if you never see it just now, this is it. Alright, just put it in and screw all of the screws in. Now one disclaimer here before screwing this screw in. Screw come out. You see, if there is a little bump here, you want to press it. It's to actually connect the PCB to the head connectors so that it powers up the head. So yeah, make sure all is intact. Alright, make sure the PCB board is intact to the system. Alright, just screw all the screws back in. The screws that stick on my screwdriver, just put it back in. The last screw, and there we go. Okay, that is all. That is all, guys. The hard drive is in good shape. So yeah. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from here. And so yeah, I think so that's all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. So like if you like this video, dislike it if you don't like it, I don't care. Subscribe to my channel if you want to, that is. And yeah, so yeah, that's it guys. Thank you. Alright, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. Salut.